not going to change. I'm happy we got the truth felt to everybody. No. I'm happy we got. I don't want you to tell me. Listen, I don't want you to tell me.
You have been brother zone.
Guys, things went from 100 to 0 and then from 0 to 100. Don't worry, I'm going to explain. First of all, you know that today is Saturday party, yeah, and every other night something always happens on Saturday. This time it was no drama, but then there were subtle things that were going on in the house, and I'm going to explain. I'm going to first start with talking about Ozo and Nengi's ship. Guys, today, if you know, they did the Travel Better Challenge, I mean the whole competition, and everybody was paired into different groups, and from their own group, Nengi and Ozo were in the same group. They did a drama that had Nengi brother zone Ozo, so they were brothers in the drama or something like that. So this night, after the whole party, everybody was hyped, everybody was just, happy. That's how Ozo started pouring his heart to Nengi, just looking at Nengi, and he's like, man, forever is you. I'm never going to change my mind about you. Nengi said, what is this all saying? And Ozo, stop. He was like, no, because Nengi was not telling him that, I know that you're going to like this, but I've made peace with the people that I have issues with. I've gone to speak with Kiasha, and I've settled, everything is okay. Ozo was just smiling and staring at her like this. He was like, are you serious? She said, yeah, I know you're going to like it. He was not like, see, man, you are with me forever, don't worry. She not say, please, leave me alone. You have been brother zoned. Nengi was just shy trying to cut this conversation, but we refused. First of all, Nengi, I want to warn you, are not going to brother zone also, because we are picking a Shebi color already. Like me, I like blue. I don't know about you, but me, I like blue. Please choose your Shebi color for ozone ship or the ozone shippers. Let us pick our Shebi colors, because I'm definitely attending that wedding. I don't care what they want to do, destination wedding or not. I'm coming to attend that wedding. But this night, they were just all mushy, just talking love things. After the whole talk, they separated, went inside, went to do this, look for food, ate this. They now came outside again, went to the garden, started having conversations. Let me just drop this here in the midst of talking about their love. Ozo and Nengi were having a conversation, and this is the controversy that is going on all around Twitter, that Nengi lied about her age. So Ozo was just telling Nengi, was just looking at her, staring and smiling. Nengi's like, why are you looking at me and smiling? He said, you're so beautiful. She said, are you just knowing? Like, are you just finding out? He said, no, he's not finding out, but he's just telling her again that, man, that this her hair, just start talking about that. He now said, I can't even believe that you are 22 years old, like you were born in 1998. She now told him that, no, me too, I can't believe that you were born in 1992. In fact, I was watching Olympics when in 1992 I was watching the Olympics. That's how people said, Abi World Cup. I don't know what she said. One sport, that she was watching one sport in 1992. That's how people have carried this. That now Nengi is lying about her age. What is she saying? But guys, it is sarcasm. I heard the full conversation. It is sarcasm. She was just trying to be sarcastic about Ozo's age. Let me move from here, let's move on to the next thing. So this is the 0 to 100 I'm talking about. So Ozo has poured out love. He has said it that he's never leaving Nengi or changing his mind. Okay, let's move on from the 100 to 0. So the whole party here, the vibe was DJ crowd controller, you control crowd, so you begin control me from my house. If you see the way I was dancing, scattering the place, what was happening to Lekon today? At some point I felt like Lekon was high, but he was not high anything. Lekon was just partying. Today's team was the one there. You see them, outfit were mad, dope, especially the guys. Like, I give it to the designers, like, you guys are too much. But Lekon was just as in scattering the place in the whole party. Everybody danced today. It was so fun. I thought that Lekon was beginning to get over Erica. I was even praising him earlier today that it's like Lekon has moved on from Erica's whole drama. But it's like it's not true, because he spent a lot of time looking at Erica, looking towards Erica, looking at Erica. Lekon, try and move on, please. I know that it's hard, but please just try. Let's talk about something else here. Let's talk about Neo and V's quarrel tonight. Guys, see here, if you ask me what exactly I will say caused their fight, I can't really say, because Two things are what we are suspecting. Because of Kayode, people like us that we don't have show marks, that they don't used to show us everything. Kayode, how many times did I call your name? Don't let me touch this ground and pray 600 years prayer for you. Anyways, so Praise and Watoni was in the kitchen. Now V is also in the kitchen, but she was doing her toasted bread somewhere in the kitchen. Praise now called Watoni and said, Watoni, come, go to the room and go and check what is going on there. I thought that Kayode was going to use this camera to be following Watoni and she was going to the room. That's how Kayode left us in the kitchen with Praise and View. I didn't say anything. That's how Watoni came back to come and meet Prince. I say, they're just talking small. I said, what are these people saying? What is really happening? What's possibly going on? From the party here, Kiasha and Neo, they've been dancing. And if you notice, during the fight with Nengi earlier today too, Neo was the one holding Kiasha and all that. Kiasha has been doing as if she and Neo are something. I don't understand. I don't even know where it came from. So this is the whole 0 to 100 I'm talking about. Kiasha and Neo. But it's like Kiasha and Neo were in a compromising state in the room. And I don't know whether V actually saw it. So, but she was upset. Neo finally came out of the room, came to meet V. V was doing toasted bread and she was already even eating in the kitchen. And it's like, why are you so selfish? You didn't even think of me. You didn't bring food for me. Next thing, two of them were not talking. Two of them were keeping malice. V was squeezing face. Neo was squeezing face. I said, am I seeing well, or this is it's like I'm the one that is not seeing? My brothers, my sisters, they were quarreling. No, they didn't talk. They didn't say anything to each other. V finished eating. She just went, took her bath and went to sleep. As in, she slept. Just passed there and slept. Neo, on the other hand, he did not bother. He was not even bothered. He went to the sitting room. After he just entered kitchen, cooked his own noodles, took the noodles to the sitting room. Nengi joined him to eat. Kiasha took 1 or 2 forks from his noodles. After that time, that's how Neo went to lie down on the couch. Next thing we saw, Kiasha took herself to sit down with Neo, started talking. She and Tricky.
Good bad for somebody.
We can't come back. How bad can you be?
Very bad.
Now, 3 of them were having a conversation, but the way Neo and Kiasha were looking at each other, I do not understand that look. Neo will look at Kiasha. Kiasha will be like, no, yeah, they're just having random discussions. So, but the part that got me in that conversation was when Kiasha was not talking about that she's a good girl, but she can be bad for somebody. I say, Kiasha, give me gist. How do you mean? Neo said, how do you mean? She said, yeah, she can be bad for one guy, just one guy. Neo now asked her, have you been bad for a guy before? She said, yes, of course, I've been bad for a guy before. He now said, how bad? She said, really bad, very, very bad. In my mind, what are you people trying to see? Where are you people going with this conversation? That was how Kiasha sat down there. Watoni carried her own to come and be disturbing them. Next thing, Neo now said, I beg that he wants to go and sleep. He went inside. For the first time, Neo did not sleep on the same bed with V. V went to her bed. Neo slept on his bed, and they slept without settling. The Neo that I know, he will come, kneel down, apologize, beg if he feels like he did something wrong. I feel like even if there's anything in Kiasha's head, because Kiasha was making a statement telling Neo that in this Big Brother's house, everybody is single. She doesn't care. Neo's not like, yeah, real matter, facts. Everybody is single. I'm in my mind. Neo, are you single? I don't like what you are doing. You are not single, sir. Don't let V come and break people's head though, because as V is there like that, she don't get time for rubbish. If you bring it to her, she will give it to you. Goes, you know, they waste time. Before we'll see drama with Kiasha and V, please, let us know what's going on. Nobody is single. You, Neo, you and V, you people are not single. You people are in a ship. Anyways, Kiasha was insinuating that, and I don't know why she was putting that out there as if, Neo, just know, I don't care about anything that you are doing with anybody, but I'm coming to take my place. If you think that, oh, you are double, you are not double, you are single, you know, that kind of vibe, that was what she was giving, but that was not what she said, but that was what I got from that her conversation of everybody in the house is single. Anyways, everybody was not going to sleep. She was not like, you should not go and sleep now. Come, let's with Kiasha that I know. Kiasha that likes sleep more than anything. Kiasha will just go, leave everybody and go and sleep. It's a lie. Kiasha was in the main lounge trying to make Tricky and Neo stay awake so they would gist. Kiasha is a lie. Leave the ship alone. Leave the sailing ship alone, okay? Guys, let me know what you people think. Oh, this love that Kiasha is developing for Neo, where do you think it's coming from? Because at the end of the day, it was Neo that went into the diary room to go and talk about why he voted Kiasha to leave, that he doesn't understand her sometimes. So do you guys think that there's anything going on with Neo? Maybe Neo just likes Kiasha somehow, or maybe it's Kiasha that likes Neo and Neo is just being open. I really don't know. Please let me know your thoughts on this matter. Let's take a minute also to talk about Tolani Badge and Prince. Today, Prince was not himself, and I want to believe that it's because of the eviction that is coming up on Sunday, and he's really bothered because he doesn't even know what he's doing again in the house. When I mean what he's doing again, in the sense that he doesn't know if the people like him. You know, he was vibing with Nengi at some point, so he has changed his personality to a large extent. Right now, Prince is more quiet. He would rather do hand gestures, face gestures, and all those things rather than have long conversations and all that with people. So I feel like he's afraid that because of his switch in people or personalities, he doesn't know what his fate is. So because of that, he's afraid. But he has said it that he's always really afraid of Sundays. So he was not himself. That you could tell from the party. Of course, he was dancing, everything was okay. Then he just shy. After the party, there was a time he was even rubbing his eyes. I even thought he was crying at some points, but he wasn't crying. But you could tell that he was sad. My only issue now, why I'm bringing this matter up, is that Tolani Badge is the closest person to Prince, and I don't know how she doesn't know that Prince is sad. Like, those people, they don't have conversations, and I'm really worried. I'm bothered. What are you people doing? You people are the closest. In fact, you people you sleep on the same bed, literally. How come you cannot have conversations? Even if Prince, maybe Tolani Badge does not notice that Prince is going through anything. Prince, why are you not opening up to Tolani Badge to tell her that, oh, I have fears, or this is what I'm feeling, or this is what's going on? I say, what are people doing? People should talk. Like, sometimes I won't really get tired of seeing them because they don't say anything. Like, I cannot hold on to any conversation that they are having. Unlike, I don't want to compare. But then, there's no conversation I can hold that Tolani Badge and Prince are talking about. You know, all I see is Tolani Badge always trying to take off something from Prince's face. Tolani Badge, there's nothing on that face. Nothing is on the face. Every time she's cleaning something, every time she's moving something, and she has formed the habit of coming to clean his face with face cleanser. That's good, that's fine. People are friends, whatever it is people are doing, your ship is shipping. But please, I need content amongst you people, okay? So guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, I would like for you to like, give it a thumbs up. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please, I'd like for you to do so, and I'm going to see you on my next one. Okay, bye.